Alright, so this is going to be a video about something kind of different today. This is going to be a review of one of my favorite games of all time, and it is Half-Life 2, and tomorrow is November 16th, and Half-Life 2 came out on November 16th of 2004, and to this day, I think this game is one of the few timeless games that I could still play today, and it will feel just as fun as a game released today, if not even better. And I really like this game, and it came out in 2004 of November 16th. This is being recorded on November 15th, but may be uploaded on the 16th or even today. Depends when I finish it by. But why do I like this game so much? First of all, this game got a lot right. It came out in 2004, and the original Half-Life, I believe, came out in 99, and it was really great for the time. I used to play a lot of these older PC games, and considering I didn't have a good computer, I still to this day don't, but I don't play as many games on it as I once did. But I would play a lot old 1990s shooter games, and I did play a lot of older games because it's all that I could really run on it, and Half-Life was one of the few games I really liked on it. And I did get Half-Life 2. I was introduced to it on the Orange Box collection for the PlayStation 3, which is the worst possible way to play Half-Life. The load times are just terrible on that game, and there is a lot of load times in this game. But if you're using a new PC, it's not going to matter. But what is so great about this game? First of all, the storytelling. The story of the game is, well, I don't think it's that great, but I think the storytelling, the way how it's not as unique as it once was, but for the time, telling a story basically through no cutscenes, no nothing. There's only a few cutscenes, which are when you're knocked out or sleeping or something like that. Then there will be a cutscene. But other than that, it's really told through the character. It's told through the story, and you can move around and everything while they're telling the story. And I like the game a lot. There's the combat in the game is a lot different than most games today. No regenerating health, so it is just like a old classic shooter. And they did release many mods for the game. There is many mods for this game which you can get. If you get it for the PC, you can customize it. There's Half-Life 2 multiplayer games such as the Deathmatch. There's many source games now to this day, such as Gary's Mod, are actually based off of Half-Life 2 with all the designs and everything. And just like the original game, it really holds great to this day, and it's considered one of the greatest PC games. And if you are a PC gamer, you've probably played this game or heard of it at least once. And this game is honestly one of my favorite games of all time. I've had so many hours in this game. I've played it many times over and over again, and when I heard that the game, or I recently started playing it again, and I instantly started liking it again. There was a lot of great stuff in here, a lot of differences between modern first-person shooters now. There's a lot more puzzles. You don't get a mini map or anything, which for this game, it's all perfectly fine considering what this game, for what it does and everything about it. The storytelling, the campaign on here, it's pretty long. It's about maybe 10 to 12 hours. I'm not sure. Maybe even less. I'm not really sure. It's been some time since I've played through it completely, but there is about 14 to 15 chapters. And it's about $10 on Steam now, which is the best place to recommend that I'd recommend getting it from, even if you don't like PC gaming, considering the console versions of it are honestly not that great. The Orange Box for the 360 and PS3 were bad in my opinion. The Team Fortress 2 on there was terrible, and the Portal is, well, it's Portal, just like normal, but the load times in Half-Life 2 was pretty bad. And yes, we still to this day wouldn't need to get another Half-Life game. I doubt we will until it actually happens, because I've seen so many jokes about it. It's turned into a complete joke at this point, but what do I gotta say for what the game is? And even the episodes, the episode 1 and episode 2 are still pretty decent. I don't like them as much as I do the original Half-Life 2, but they are still a great continuation onto the story. And what do I gotta say? In 2015, would I still recommend playing this? And it came out in 2004, now it's 2015, so it's been quite some time. It's been over 10 years since it came out. I would still recommend playing this even if you've never played it. If you have a PC, maybe you can't run many games, maybe it's a tablet or a laptop, and you want to play something on it. This is a pretty decent game. It's still a really good game, and I like this game. It's had over 35 awards, and many people, this is up there. If you ask many PC gamers, this is one of their top games. There's a lot to like about this game, and there's not a lot wrong with it that I can think of. And the graphics to this day still hold up very well. This is not the most in-depth, it's not the most in-depth and detailed um, graphics for now, but for the time when it came out, this was really good. These were really good, and to this day, they honestly don't look that outdated. And I'm not playing them at the highest settings. I'm playing at medium, maybe medium to low, depending. I just want the best frame rate possible, considering I'm also recording. And one thing I've noticed, if I want to record, I need to play it in a window, which kind of sucks, opposed to playing it in full screen, which is much better. Even though when I record it, it shows up in full screen. And the game does start off pretty slow. It's a lot faster start than the original Half-Life, which was literally 5 minutes on the train for the beginning. Now it's about 30 seconds on the train, not even. And it really did. It had a slow build up, but once you got going in the game, it's great. And if you can figure out the puzzles, you will get stuck in this game occasionally where you can't figure out a puzzle or you do not know where to go. It's happened to me many times, but once you figure out where to go, it's really great. And this game, I gotta say, it's one of my favorite games to this day, and I'm gonna try to play it again, considering I haven't played it, that I haven't had much to play lately, and it's really that good. And yes, it is. Many people will say it's not that great of a game anymore, and I completely disagree. I have just as much fun playing this as a modern game, and this is saying a lot because not many games are that timeless. Yes, there is lists of timeless games online, but I think this game really holds up well to this day. And considering tomorrow is the 16th and this game came out on the 16th, I just wanted to make a video about it considering it's one of my favorite games. And I probably may play more of it later. That's all I really have to say. Hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.